Coming up next on Small Town Big Deal.
You got short pickles?
I haven't.
That's a bad thing.
Our pickle show is going X-rated. Mercy.
Man, you're good.
Welcome to Small Town Big Deal. I've traveled across the country and firmly believe that the people in small towns are the hands that keep America strong. So join me, Rodney Miller, as I show you the great things these people do on Small Town Big Deal.
Welcome to Norman Park, Georgia, population 787. A lot of cool things about Norman Park, but you're going to get to meet the pepper jelly queen of Norman Park, and hopefully after this episode, of the nation.
You'll find Norman Park in South Georgia near I-75. This small town has a big deal, and her name is Lauri Jo Bennett, owner of Lauri Jo's Southern Style Canning.
Okay, Lauri Jo, tell me a little bit about your past. You grew up here in Norman Park. Tell me a little bit about that.
I grew up right here in Norman Park. I actually live in the house that I grew up in.
Have you lived anywhere else?
I moved 8 miles up the road to the big city of Omega. I moved up to a red light and a bank. Norman Park doesn't have a red light or a bank, but we have 9 policemen. We're a high crime city, I guess. We are at Lauri Jo's Southern Style Canning. It is my dream, my business now.
Lauri Jo wasn't always a business owner. She started her career as a teacher with a hobby of canning food on the side. But her hobby became more like a second job.
I would come in from school 4:30 or 5, go up there and start working, and work till 2 and 3 in the morning it was getting to be. Well, I was 40 by this time, and yeah, I just told my age on national television. But anyway, I'm not 40 anymore. And the following November, I quit my job, and we are now grown from 4 products to 28 products, and we are shipping into 38 states, the Bahamas, Canada, and Trinidad.
You don't have to go far to see where all the canning magic happens, right here in the back of the store. And the lady who runs Lauri Jo's kitchen is none other than Mrs. Sandra Bennett.
Tell me now, how do you know Lauri Jo?
She's married to my son.
So there's
I'm
just
the
a little
mother.
bit of...
I'm the mother-in-law.
So you got to know somebody to get
That's right.
to be the head cook here.
That's right.
Or at least marry somebody.
Yeah. You can see everything is poured by hand. We cut everything by hand. Our tomatoes that we've made this morning, they cut them by hand. It's just all hands-on and homemade.
So nobody tries to like throw on their own little salsa recipes every now and then, anything like that?
No, we stick right to Lauri Jo's recipe.
We moved from the old kitchen where we were actually cooking off of a 6-burner stove to now we have 6 to 8 kettles that we can cook in at all times. So while that's cooking though, we can do the cucumbers. So I need to get that stuff out.
I was really enjoying this.
Could you're doing pretty good.
Could you take on maybe another worker if this show doesn't work out? You know, I might be looking for a job.
Come right on.
Man, those are really hot.
Canning is really hard work, so I wanted to take a break and see where all the produce comes from.
And one of the really cool and unique things about you guys is that you grow a lot of your own vegetables here on your farm. Tell me a little about what all the products you grow.
We do. Right out here we grow green tomato pickles, green beans that we use for our dilly beans, watermelons, squash, and cucumbers, bell peppers, and jalapenos.
I would think there's a lot of things to learn about growing these kind of vegetables.
There definitely is. I've had to learn a lot about marketing, and my husband has learned a lot about farming.
Well, let's go back in the kitchen and maybe you can show me how to can a little bit.
I think I'm going back to school today, and it's with a bunch of pretty women, so let's go learn about cooking.
I wish you would look. Mr. Rodney Miller came to our Canning 101 today. My vision was to just sell my products in specialty shops. We're going to do cucumber pickles, dill, and bread and butter today. Can you handle that, Rodney?
I'm going to try.
And now, you know, we're in some of the Whole Foods. We just have gone into Earth Fair. And, you know, it's just been such a blessing because I didn't realize that you know, our products, that people are gonna like them so much. We've got a lot of women and a lot of knives around here. That can be dangerous.
A little bit concerning.
And one man, so oh gosh. Now I want to get them anywhere I can get them. I want them to be a staple in everybody's pantry at home.
This looks pretty fun.
And once again, these came from our farm.
So tell me, what makes you a big deal here in Norman Park?
Well, Rodney, I think the fact that we actually grow our produce. We pick our products, the produce that we use. We actually process it here, jar it and label it, all by hand. That's what makes Lauri Joe's Southern Style Canning as special as it is. Our slogan is that we're preserving the South one jar at a time, and we are truly doing that by hand.
Teacher, they're not following instructions.
I think I should have been a little more clear. Follow that man over there. Some can be short because we had already
got short
washed.
pickles?
I have cut
That's a bad thing. That needs to go on the cutting room floor.
Our pickle show is going X-rated. Mercy.
Well, Lauri Joe, I think it's only appropriate we close the day by making a little blueberry pepper jelly, since you are the pepper jelly queen of Norman Park.
Yes, yes, yes.
So,
and we are doing blueberry today, and we're really proud of this product. It actually won the Flavor of Georgia last year.
what do you like to put the pepper jelly on?
Pepper jelly is really good to put over pork loin, pork chops, so we do have other flavors too. I use pepper jelly in my baked beans that I do. A lot of people like it over a bagel, and you know, true Southerners love it over cream cheese.
Lauri Joe, we've had so much fun today, gone out to your farm, seen you actually grow some of the products, been here in your store, seen all the cooking, been to the cooking class. I think I passed.
Yes.
And, but tell our viewers, if they want to get some of your great products, where can they go?
They can go to laurijos.com. That is our website. It's laurijos.com.
And for all of us here at Small Town Big Deal, thank you for today.
Thank you for having us.
It's just rail fan heaven.
Up next on Small Town Big Deal.
It's time to man up with Massey. Take it from the farmers who already have.
We were John Deere, that was in our blood. We are now colorblind. We are looking for value.
Simply just gets the job done.
I have to say, Massey opened my eyes.
This isn't your daddy's Massey Ferguson.
We're not just out to change your tractor. We're out to change the game. Go to manupwithmassey.com.
Welcome back to Small Town Big Deal. We're here in the small town of Folkston, Georgia, just a stone's throw from the Florida border. People here are an optimistic bunch. If you ask them if their town is on the right track, they'll overwhelmingly say yes, and for good reason.
Folkston looks a lot like any quaint southern town. There's a post office, a corner drugstore, a bed and breakfast. But this small town often plays host to some very big things, and it won't be long after arriving that you'll hear them. And hear them again. And again. It's a scene repeated as much as 60 times a day, thanks to Folkston's location. Turns out that a number of rail lines converge just to the north and south of town. So nearly every East Coast freight train heading to and from Florida is funneled through Folkston. They call the town the Folkston Funnel. It's the ultimate sweet spot for train spotters. These rail fans, as they like to be called, come from all over. 15-year-old Matt Bryant is from Clearwater, Florida, 200 miles away.
Pretty much all the trains coming from Jacksonville, Waycross, and Atlanta come right through here, and it's beautiful.
For rail fans, the Folkston Funnel is practically holy ground.
And it's just rail fan heaven.
Town officials even built this viewing platform. It plays host to about 5,000 visitors a year and is complete with Wi-Fi. That's something 18-year-old Eric Gender is putting to good use.
So now tell me what you're watching online here.
We are watching the progress of the railroad in pretty much real time.
So that's showing the train movements?
Yes, sir, it is.
Wow.
So you don't have to sit up here and wait for everything. You can tell right when and where everything's coming.
Where'd you get this passion for trains?
It's my parents' fault.
Your parents' fault?
Both my parents have a combined 52 years working for the railroad, so it just runs in the family.
Don Jaworski drove nearly 4 hours to get here.
How often do you come up?
Oh, twice a year.
Twice a year? Spend the whole day here?
Well, we usually come up 3 or 4 days at a time.
What goes through your mind when you see a train?
Oh, it's just the excitement of it, just not knowing what's going to be the next car.
Then there's 4-year-old Nicholas Perez. He's proof that anyone can be a rail fan.
He was diagnosed when he was about 2.5, and they told me that he had autism.
What do you see as a great benefit to bringing Nicholas here?
He brightens up, and that's all he wants to do is look at trains, run after the trains, and he gets excited when he hears the train. We bring him here so he could be free.
And Matt Bryant loves the thrill of passing trains so much that he captures them on video every chance he gets.
And that was a Norfolk and Western GP9.
He's sharing some of his new clips with 70-year-old Cricket Hatch.
Wow, what a lash up. Let me see it again.
If Cricket's not watching trains at the viewing stand, then he's just a short walk away, enjoying premium trackside seating in his trailer.
What do you find so fascinating about trains?
Oh, you know, it's a lot of power, moving a lot of weight, and I love the sound, and there's something very romantic about hearing the whistle way off in the distance.
And those sounds sometimes come with some interesting sights.
And I saw this woman, and I could tell she was sitting on the toilet. and she's looking out the window, and I'm waving, and I could see her go, oh my God. You know?
Just after Amtrak's Silver Meteor blew through town, Cricket revealed to me that visiting Folkston just wasn't enough.
So you moved here to Folkston to retire just because of the trains.
I love trains. Why not go to the best train watching place in the East? And so here I am.
One of Cricket's dearest friends was fellow Folkston rail fan Cookie Williams, who died in 2009.
We all miss him dearly. He was instrumental, along with Dixie, in getting our train watching platform.
That's Dixie McGurn in 2001, campaigning for mayor, running on a platform to build a platform. Cricket, Cookie, and Dixie were inseparable. But when it came to finding money from the state to build the platform, Dixie and Cookie were the little duo that could and did. Today, Dixie conducts business at Whistlin' Dixie, just a block from the viewing platform, selling all sorts of stuff.
The longleaf pine needle baskets. They're hand done. And here's a train apron. Look at there. This is a piney woods rooter. That's hand carved. And these are palmetto fronds. Chicken salad plate for you, my dear.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
And she often fixes lunch for visitors. Cricket joined us too, and the conversation quickly turned to their old friend Cookie.
We'd stop the council meeting and he'd walk out the back door and he'd go and watch the train.
Cookie may be gone, but his small town spirit lives on in a big way.
And what does that platform mean to you?
It brings joy. It's fun to see the people that come from all over the world. England, Canada, Alaska, Sweden.
To rail fans, the horns, engines, and bells are known as Folkston music. For Dixie, it's a symphony that evokes strong emotion.
It's an honor to have people like you, others that have come, to show the interest in Folkston, small town America.
Up next on Small Town Big Deal.
Heston. Over the past 65 years, It's been our pleasure to bring the world's best hay tools and the world's best rodeo to the world's best farmers. What could be better than that? Heston, we know hay.
I'm Rodney Miller, and today we're in Hiawassee, Georgia, a small mountain town with a big claim to fame, the Georgia Mountain Fair. From a 3-day event in 1950 with almost 2,000 folks attending to the 10-day event that it is today, this beloved fair now attracts over 40,000 people a year from all over the world. Why do they come? For a taste of Appalachian mountain history, salt of the earth people, and just plain old down-home fun. Today I'm going to show you what real creativity and mountain ingenuity are all about. Come join me. We're here in Pioneer Village, a place where history is preserved in the coolest of ways. As we get to the old schoolhouse, an original schoolhouse from here in Towns County from the early 1900s, you can almost hear the rustling of students working on their lesson, while little Rodney's daydreamed of playing in the barn after school.
So much things to see at the fair.
After all, there was much to learn that happened outside the schoolhouse, like blacksmithing, cider making, quilting, and wood splitting.
John Ray Parker, teach me how to make some wooden shingles.
I'll do that. I'll show you how they made them back in the 1800s with the tools they used. Man, you're good. But the old folks used to call this a glut. Now we can use the flow. We put a little pressure and see what it'll do. Make the first lick, cinch it up first time.
Boy,
just hit it lightly.
I think I could get my wife in line with this. Can I borrow this and take it home?
Well, you might
Just
get
kidding.
me in trouble. All right, bump it a little and set it. That's good. Now you're through with that. You
Now I just do that right there.
Good.
And then I.
All right.
And then I.
Okay. You're getting the board. You're good. We'll put you
Finished
to work.
product.
You
So
can
can I
come
get a
back
job
and-
this afternoon after we get done
You got
filming?
a job. We'll put you to work.
So you can tell the age of a tree by how many rings?
That's exactly right.
2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to have to take my boots off. Am I going to have to borrow your shoes after that?
Well, you might.
There's nothing like homemade apple cider and homemade fried pies for energy.
Since I did okay with wood splitting, I decided I'd try my hand at power tools.
Will you teach me how to cut some wood?
Yeah, we'll teach you how.
Let's go.
Come back up to the Georgia Mountain Fair.
I will.
That wasn't so hard, so I thought I'd take a lesson from a power tool artist, Mountain Dan.
Mountain Dan, you make all this great folk art. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I've heard it said, you take a block of wood and cut away everything don't look like a bear. But I work off of what I believe to be a gift of God.
And so Georgia Mountain is full of artists, of people who step back in time and show us how it used to be done.
Right, exactly. Folk art is not new. Only thing is, I've found the biggest and the fastest chisel in the world.
Now all that power calls for some powerful nutrition. Yeah, that's right, fudge.
We've gotten a little taste of what this fair is all about, but let's talk to the real expert.
Hilda, tell me a little bit about this fair.
This is a real country fair. This is our 62nd year here at the Georgia Mountain Fair, and we've got all kinds of neat things for you to see and do here. We have the great Pioneer Village, live working demonstrations going on, just arts and crafts, music, tree, just about anything you want to do, you can find it here at the Georgia Mountain Fair.
And you have a pretty good-sized theater here too.
We do. We have an auditorium that seats 3,000 people. I mean, it's got bluegrass, country, gospel. We have a lot of Nashville acts coming every day, so there's a lot going on inside the auditorium.
Well, will you take me around and show me?
Yes, come on. We want to find some more history and get some great food. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the pig race is at 1 o'clock.
For some reason, I'm wanting a fried bologna sandwich. I've heard there's a unique character in one booth in Pioneer Village. Moonshine, anyone? Luther, you're a moonshiner, right?
Yeah.
How do you make this moonshine?
Well, it's made out of yellow corn meal. When it comes out over here, it's moonshine.
It's moonshine and it's still illegal, is that correct?
As far as I know.
As far as you know. You're not checking into the law too closely today, though. Just for the show, you got any moonshine I can take a look at? And this is real moonshine, made from a real moonshiner's well.
Mm-hmm.
Rodney, this is the forge, and that's where my fire takes place.
Okay, I'm paying attention.
Right there in our favorite spot. You too. Closer to the tip. Yeah. So we get that to scroll on over. Now hit towards me. Hit like back blows toward me. Huh? That's looking good. Don't quit your day job.
I won't. That's the one I'll take. You know, there are over 70 arts and craft vendors here at the Georgia Mountain Fair, and I just found the perfect gift for my wife. Got your back, baby. A little ice cream to top off the day. Next, we'll check out the nightlife at the Georgia Mountain Fair, the Midway Carnival. We've had a fun day full of history, talent, some great people, lots of fun, and even a few screams and scares. There's no doubt this little town of Hiawassee, Georgia knows how to welcome folks and show them a good time. And that makes this small town a really big deal. Thanks for joining us this week on Small Town Big Deal. If you want any more information about this story or any of our stories, just go to our website. I'm Rodney Miller. Join us again next week when once again we celebrate the great stories of America's heartland.
Coming to the Georgia Mountain Fair is a family tradition in my family.
It's a family tradition, yes. So you're down here just looking for a good time. She's just looking for a good time.
I'm not looking for a guy, just for fun time.